Cool 101.7. We're visiting with Mandy Levy this morning. Mandy has a great way of keeping track of calories. It's called Calorie Accounting, and she's got a book. And we're going to talk about it because I need to lose some weight, Mandy. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having me, Chris.
I have a very good body image if I was out of shape and eating pizza every day.
Oh, you and me both.
You know what? I've seen your picture. I'd rather look at your picture.
Well, I tell you what, that's very much the after picture that you've seen. I certainly, I ate cheese every night for like a year, and
and right away
it came back to bite me.
When I read that, you and I bonded immediately.
Yeah, good. Well, yeah. I mean, I figure.
Gee, I have a saying that the more cheese there is, the better it is.
Right. Well, better cheddars are called better cheddars for a reason.
Right. So Mandy, tell me how this works now. It's actually really working for you. What do you do? Is it like the Weight Watchers thing? You just like write down your calories, and once you hit 2,000, you can't eat?
Yeah, kind of. I think that the thing that really sets calorie accounting apart from all the rest of the noise really is the fact that my approach to this whole thing is pretty lightened up, so to speak. Okay? So, to tell you the truth, my whole system starts with attitude and the idea of dieting sucking, because we all know that it does. But dieting is a part of life, and life should be fun, and so this is going to be a longish journey. We might as well have a little bit of fun getting there. And so it's about the most visually vibrant and beautiful diet book I think anybody's ever seen. Every other diet book in the world looks about as exciting as a rice cake.
Yeah.
I like to think that this is a very beautiful one with full-color photography, really cute, funny illustrations, lots of anecdotes from yours truly, as the whole thing was kind of documented and did in real time by me. And, even a song parody or an errant limerick or two filling the pages of this crazy weight loss manual. So it's a really simple approach that honestly just has to do with the good old-fashioned things that we all know about, calories in and calories out. But I've devised a really simple equation that each person applies to him or herself. I've got all of the tools for it in the book and online at my website, calorieaccounting.com.
Which is easy to remember? Because it's the book title.
Easy to remember.
Yeah.
And so it worked for me. It was so easy that I thought it would be ridiculous if this thing that I devised actually worked, and then it did, and I was like, what? I've struck gold. I've got to tell everybody.
Mandy, I want you to help me with my macaroni and cheese diet.
Okay. Well, you should first of all go to Trader Joe's or get the frozen Amy's meals to get a lower calorie version of your mac and cheese, and you can still have it.
Oh, see, I was thinking like we could go like top shelf and maybe have Kraft pay for it.
Oh, well, that's a good idea, too. What I'm trying to do right now is get Frank's Red Hot Buffalo Wings to pay for my life because they have absolutely saved me. That is my favorite snack in the world, dipping vegetables into Frank's Red Hot Buffalo Wing sauce.
Really?
Because it's 0 calories, and I can fool myself into thinking I'm eating buffalo wings.
Mandy, right now, because we're going to be posting this on the internet, which goes all over the world, maybe you should take 10 seconds to beg Frank's to sponsor you, and that way they'll hear this. Go ahead.
Oh, my God. Here's my chance. Frank's, you've heard from me via email, phone call, text message, anything possible. I have been trying to reach out to you and hearing crickets, but please know how much I love you. I've talked about you on this radio show, on another Sirius XM radio show. I've talked about you on Chicago local television and everywhere all around the world on my book tour, well, around the country anyway. I have been singing your praises. You have helped me so much. Please let me be your brand ambassador. I love you. Thank you. Goodbye.
There we go. Send Mandy free product. And some type of outerwear so that she can sponsor you properly, and then copy it to me, Chris Allen.
Thank you. Yeah, I want to be the Jared to Subway.
There we go.
Frank's Red Hot sauce.
Nice.
Except for without the scandal.
So yeah. So now I read on your website and a little bit about your bio that you are a karaoke enthusiast. So I want to know, what is your signature song?
If I have just one song to do to slay the room, I usually go straight to Frank Sinatra's New York, New York.
Ooh, nice.
Mm-hmm.
I sort of thought you might do a Chicago song, but that's too obvious.
Yeah, I mean, I can also do Chicago, Chicago, or My Kind of Town.
Ooh.
Yeah, so I do love me some Frank. But I also get pretty down and dirty with some old school No Doubt and Gwen Stefani tunes.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
So now you had talked about the Frank's buffalo sauce. What is your favorite food that you have within this calorie accounting? Because I know there's a lot of people that are going, oh, I don't want to have to give up. Name the food,
Right, cheese. So for me, it's cheese.
So cheese anything.
Yeah. I don't really care much for processed cheese. To tell you the truth, I'm not a huge mac and cheese fan.
Okay.
Because I don't really like liquidy cheese.
Okay.
But real cheese, just cheese to snack on, blocks of cheese or pizza. This is kind of my weakness.
Okay.
The big way that I've really combated this is Baby Bell Light. They're little circles of cheese that are a pretty decent size, and each one is only 50 calories, and I can have 2 of them with maybe some vegetables on the side and call it a day. I can feel pretty satisfied. So those have been kind of a saving grace.
So now we're pleading to Baby Bell that if you would like to send product and or outerwear to Mandy, please do so and copy to Chris Allen.
Yes, good. Thank you. All of the things. Listen, I am shameless. I am loud and obnoxious. I will wear a cheese hat and a buffalo sauce shirt, and I will make everybody buy your product because I'm so enthusiastic.
You can't wear the cheese head unless you're a Packer fan. So
that's true. Yeah,
you're walking a thin line with that. But maybe like cheese gloves or a cheese jacket.
Yeah, sure. Oh, God, the idea of a cheese jacket sounds like, that sounds like a trademark, beautiful piece of, oh, man, that sounds perfect.
or even like a cow jacket, like a cow print jacket that just says, I love cheese.
Mm-hmm. I like that on the back with like a really cool patch.
Exactly.
Sure. Yeah.
So now,
the basics. Oh, sorry. Go
I was
ahead.
just going to ask you. I went to your website, and you were talking about it earlier that you have the tools right on your website to get started. How does it work? How can they maybe like a really quick little tutorial about it?
So this is what I was sort of talking about earlier. So the whole thing is about calories, right? Mm-hmm. But what I've devised is something slightly different than your regular calorie counting, and that's why this is called calorie accounting. Because what we're looking for is a particular deficit every day and we're budgeting our weight loss. Okay, so Chris, if you have 20 pounds you want to lose by X date, I can probably work with you to budget your numbers and tell you exactly what your deficit has to be every day, and you're going to reach your deficit by way of calories in, calories out, and something that's called your BMR, which is your basal metabolic rate. And if this is getting to 202, stop me. But it's all actually pretty basic stuff. You can calculate your BMR on my website, and that is just talking about the amount of calories that any one of us schmucks just burns in a day sitting there. It is a wonderful number. It's actually pretty huge and exciting, the number of calories that we just burn as humans living. And so you can work with that and with exercise and kind of a revised diet to absolutely reach this deficit every day. It is easy. It is sometimes even kind of fun. And you get obsessed with it because the whole thing is equating calories to cash money. Calories is currency, and so you earn and you spend and you invest and you splurge sometimes. But basically, you're just saving up to buy the body you always wanted.
And also, accountants usually tell you that you can't spend certain money, and this kind of says, hey, you can't eat that.
Right. Yeah, exactly. You're the one that's making the call eventually. Your mind sort of changes as you are approaching calories in kind of a thriftier way, right?
Right.
So yeah, it's been great to me. And the thing is, too, that I should definitely always mention is that I am no dietitian. I am no nutritionist. I am no doctor. I am just some schmuck who figured out how to lose a few, right? And so I am sharing my secret with all y'all.
Mandy, I think you forgot to add Emmy award-winning schmuck.
That's right. I'm an Emmy award-winning schmuck.
I mean, you have to have something. You can't just be a schmuck because then everybody would say, well, why should I listen to her? I could buy anybody's book. But she's an Emmy award-winning schmuck. So that lends
Emmy award-winning, karaoke-obsessed, cheese-addicted schmuck.
See, now,
that's me.
As soon as you hit the cheese part, I'm buying the book.
All right, good. Tell everybody.
We hit 90% of the public with that statement right there.
I'm the every Mandy.
There we go. Now, Mandy Levy is on the phone with us this morning. We're talking about calorie accounting, and that is also the name of your website, calorieaccounting.com.
Correct.
The name of the book. Is there anything else that you named it after?
No.
No, but I was expecting maybe pretty soon I'll have a video coming out. I'm working on the miniseries, something like that.
No. I mean, I can't tell you that there's anything. There are some potential new recipe books coming out.
There we go.
Yeah, there you go. But no, it's just right now, it's just this one book. This is the book that I'm touring. I did like a pretty cool summer book tour in a rented minivan, traveled across the country to all of these different bookstores from New York down to New Orleans, L.A., Portland, Kansas City, Cincinnati, Ohio, back up to Chicago. I still got to come up and hit Duluth for sure.
Yeah,
Maybe I'll wait until winter.
We tell you what, if you come up here, I will personally take you to a great place to sing karaoke.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
That might have me.
Cool. I know a lot of the karaoke places around here, and every day of the week I know where they are, so I can take you to one no matter what day of the week it is.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, you might have definitely had me at karaoke.
There we go. Karaoke and cheese.
You really? I mean, that's me. That's me.
Mandy Levy's on the phone. The book is Calorie Accounting. Give yourself some shameless plugs for everything. Facebook, Twitter.
Yeah. Facebook.com/calorieaccounting. My Twitter handle is MandyTheGreat7. Instagram, Mandy Levy. I mean, basically, what everybody needs to know is that this is the only humorous diet book that's ever existed. It's giving you cold, hard facts and information and tips and help with losing the weight that you want to lose, but also it's making you laugh the whole way getting there. I am not somebody who can take myself very seriously, and so I couldn't really approach my own weight loss issue very seriously, so I had to have a laugh getting there.
There we go.
And this is the way that I want everybody to join me.
Well, thank you so much for your time this morning, Mandy. I appreciate it.
Thanks so much for having me, Chris.